Happy New Year to you, Virgo Sun, Virgo Moon, Virgo Rising. It's Maggie from Moon Directed. Welcome to my channel. Here we work with the energy of the moon. Today we are taking a look at the 2020 year preview ahead to see what's up for you. We're going to go through each month with a little bit of advice, a little overview of the year, taking a look at your superpower for manifestation, your health, your love life a little bit, spiritual development, and then a final word from Spirit. Before I turned on the camera, I did channel a little bit of information, and I'll get to that in just a moment, but I want to thank you so much for your likes, your shares, your comments, for being with me this year and helping me to grow my channel. I do want to encourage you, if you would like to be notified when I upload videos, that you hit the notification bell. And also, about 4 times a year, YouTube goes through and they unsubscribe people to channels based on their interaction or lack thereof with the channel. And so I want to encourage you to hit that thumbs up or leave me a comment. It does a couple of things. It keeps YouTube from unsubscribing you to my channel or any other channels that you care about when you interact with them also. But it also allows us to connect energy so that when I am sitting in meditation and I'm trying to tap into your energy and get guidance for you, then I can. Oh, nice overall energy for the year ahead. You have the loving woman. So we'll get into seeing what exactly that means, but I want to tell you that you are supposed to open yourself up to receiving love. I'm sure that's the message because of your channeled message. Okay, so your channeled message was see yourself as we do. That's what I heard. See yourself as we do. And then I heard you are amazing. That's what I heard when I was channeling for you. And now you have the loving woman. And I think that Spirit wants, that's a receptive energy. So it doesn't matter if you are a male or a female. Does it mean that if you are a male that a female is coming into your life? It could absolutely mean that. If you are a female, does it mean, or if you like women, okay? Does it mean that a female is coming in? Absolutely, it could mean that, right? But mostly because this is a general channel, I feel like it's the energy overall of the receptive, of the creative. The loving woman creates, the loving woman receives. So being open and receptive to receiving love, being open and receptive to seeing yourself as Spirit sees you, because you are amazing. So January is tough for everybody, but yours is hidden motives, and that's not quite tough. That's interesting. Hidden motives. This is about what is motivating you from the past, or what is motivating other people from their past, either past in this lifetime or past in previous lifetimes. That is how you are working your way through energy. So we have a lot going on in Capricorn as we start out the year, and that is a fellow earth sign to you, and so that energy will play a little harder in your, it is in your 5th house of creation, right, of children, of creative energy, of fun and romance, and so I could see how all this will play together here. So we have that Saturn-Pluto exact conjunction happening on the 12th of January, and the day before we have that full moon lunar eclipse happening in Cancer, and so there's a real opportunity to release what's not working in your life in order to transform your life and move it forward and create, and so knowing what the hidden motives are that have to do with the choices you make, the decisions you make as you're going forward becomes important. So doing a little investigating in that. But here we have increase coming for February. So, and this is a good increase. This is increase in opportunities, increase in your commitment to your conversations with Spirit or in a relationship. It's an increase. It's on the path, moving forward in a way that is strewn with the different gemstones of the chakras. And so it feels like an increase in emotional health, an increase in spirituality, increase in emotional, because we also have the healing light coming in March. Now, March we have a Mercury goes retrograde, so I don't know how much that'll play into it. In April we have family. It could be, so, could you be having children? Yes. Could someone in your family be having children? Yes. Could you be getting involved with someone who has children? Yes, absolutely. But family card also talks about how it's important to let your inner child out to have play. to go and have some fun. And so if you're going through this situation where you're increasing your energy and you're healing, then maybe April's a good time to get out there and start having some fun and enjoying your life. In March, no, that's May, we have conflict. Okay, so that looks a little dicey. We do have a full moon happening in Sagittarius. That's an eclipse that month. Taurus is rules, well, May can be Taurus, and Aquarius is in Taurus, and it likes to shake things up, and it's a fellow earth sign, so you might be noticing some issues that come up at that time. In June, you have friends, you have family, and you have guides. And so getting in connection and contact with spirit and staying in contact with spirit will help you. And I think that if you follow your inner knowing, or you lean into your family and your friends, you can resolve whatever conflict was such an issue the month before, and also prepare you for this. This is July, planning and action. So almost like the bridge between the problem and the problem resolved is the conversations and the connection you have with your higher self, with your friends, with your family. In August, present power. So for some of you, this is while you are during your birth time, right? Or it is your it is your first house, your 12th house. Yeah. So, present power. See how much space he's taking up, and he's kind of on a stage, and he's like determined, and tiger kind of looks like they're on the hunt, and the lion is like, you know what, I'm large and in charge just as I am. And so it's like looking for options and opportunities, preparing, but creating a larger space, a larger stage for yourself. Like, this is my space and I own it, this planning and this action, and then this is my idea and I'm presenting it to the world, and this is how we're going to move things forward. And then in September, we have fear come in, and I'm not surprised because you presented your power, and this is not the second sign where those two followed each other, and I shuffle a lot. This is like I stepped forward and I told you all my plan, and then, oh my God, what if it doesn't work? What if I don't have it right? Virgo, don't let your fears get to you. Don't hold yourself back. And there's so much power of manifestation this year that what you think about, you bring about. So if you're focusing on your fears, you're going to actually make them into reality. And so I really want to recommend that you focus on what you want, not on what you don't want, so that you can face with optimism. And so this is good. Stepping out of that arena of fear into feeling optimistic about what the future holds. You're on a roller coaster ride. So September, October, November, and December, that whole quarter is filled with some really tough energies, astrologically speaking. It is not just your sign that has this roller coaster thing going on. So you get to the end of the year and it's time to let something go. So focusing on what you want, making your plan. This letting go, this is the letting go of things you don't need. And we have Jupiter and Saturn that come into conjunction on the 21st during that solstice. Oh, and we have eclipses. Yep. Okay, because the nodes have moved into the Sagittarius Gemini, and that would make sense. Okay, so we have there'll be the full moon in Gemini happening. I think that actually happens at the end of November, but releasing and letting go so that you can move forward and expand your life. Okay, and open yourself up to the possibilities. I think this is a year of you figuring out who you are, what it is you want, loving yourself, allowing yourself to receive love so that you know what it is that you can let go of. But I can see that this roller coaster right here is really interesting and very Virgo. Very Virgo. Try to be loving towards yourself. Remember, see yourself as we do. You are amazing. Don't let your fears and your dark thoughts rule. Be optimistic, be upbeat, love yourself, know that you are loved, and allow yourself to release, I want to say, the fears and the dark thoughts. let go of the stuff that needs to let go of out of your life in order to allow opportunities to come to you. So you start out in January with this energy and this vitality. So the hidden motivations, I think you have a lot of energy walking in, but I think you're thinking about, okay, what do I need to do in order to increase, to move things in the direction I want and to create this healing. And so I think you're going to have the energy to do it. In my essence, I am joy, increasing that, and radiance. I am a radiant reflection of God's light. So the healing light, and so the God's light is, you are being held and protected and guided through this process this year. This looks like some really kind of tough stuff. Okay, we have embracing. I embrace love in all my life. And so April is a really great time to make connection with family, go out and have some fun. Just enjoy the connections that really work for you. In this conflict right here, I celebrate everything in my life and I live in limitless joy. When the conflict arises, stay as present as you can and look for the things that you can be grateful for. And if you keep your attitude upbeat and enthusiastic, even in the face of conflict, then you are winning. Like you're raising your vibrational energy and allowing more opportunities to come in. And then you have surrender. All is well. I surrender to my inner guidance. And so your inner guidance, this friends, family, and guidance, I think that in the month of June, really staying in contact with your higher self is going to allow you to do the planning and the action in order to bring about the transformation in your life that you're going for. So higher vibrational energy, really focusing on the vitality and increasing your joy, actively doing what you need to do this year to keep your energy level high is going to be key to when you are presenting power, you are emerging. Wow, my lights are all changing on me as we go through. Here, that looks better. This fear creates a breakthrough. I think that whatever it is that you are afraid of, I think if you face your fears and you go for it anyway, that's when the breakthrough comes. I think that if you are afraid and you are holding yourself back out of fear, then you are doing yourself a big disservice, that the real opportunity that could come for you is in this breakthrough. So allow yourself. I soar into limitless love, light, and joy. And if you believe, here we have optimism. So it is going to be your thought process that manages your experience this year. So managing your thoughts, finding the light to scare off the dark thoughts. I feel like you're going to be in a real conflict this year. I think this conflict almost feels more like an inner conflict with you between fear and optimism. And so, again, fears only become real if you focus on them. Otherwise, they're just illusions. So don't allow them to become the reality. Be willing to move forward. So this letting go is a voyage forward. Yeah, a lot of people, I am safe and loved no matter where I am. A lot of the signs, when we get to, there's such a big shift when we get to December. It feels like a real page turner, like, okay, but what's next? That's what it feels like. And the same with yours. You're setting off on a voyage. Cancer just had that. They're setting off on a voyage. There was another one. It was, I haven't, this one I did the other week. But anyways, there's this whole build up, maybe a Scorpio, and then we get here and it's like, okay, but what's next? And so the energy that I noticed with the astrology is definitely that the 2020 is this foundational year. It's for laying the foundation for what we're going to do in 2021. And so for you, it is this managing of your fears. And this is the planning and the letting go of what's not working and being willing to allow yourself to step into your power to move forward and allow yourself to be inspired. I am inspired. I am inspiring. That is the superpower to work with. And so again, this is about managing your emotional well-being, your sense of excitement and enthusiasm. This is about focusing on your optimism and what's going to take you forward and not allowing the negativity to run your life. And that can be done. that can be done. It just takes pulling yourself into the now moment, not looking too far to the future, not looking too far to the past, and saying, wow, what is really great about this moment right now? And what can I do to make it even better? So, whatever the situation is as far as your health goes, it says forgiveness heals. Dear God and Archangel Raphael, I am willing to forgive myself and others in exchange for what I really want, peace and health. See yourself as we do. You are amazing. Don't be so hard on yourself. And you have natural healing abilities. We are encouraging and supporting your healing work. So, this healing work feels like though it's healing of yourself or a situation maybe related to family, a friendship thing. So, it's oftentimes when we are really tough and exacting on other people and we're expecting like this perfection out of them, that's because we sort of expect it out of ourselves. And so if we can learn to be less critical of ourselves and see ourselves as amazing, all of a sudden we can see how amazing everybody else is around us, and it improves relationships in all arenas of your life, whether it's at work, at home, with friends, with family. And so loving yourself first allows you to open the doors to loving other people and accepting them. And it says be fair and reasonable. One more time. Being fair and reasonable will earn you respect and admiration, but being genuinely kind will make you a total love magnet. Go for love magnet. Pucker up, buttercup. Okay, so in matters of love, it was right what we were talking about when it came out. Being fair and reasonable will earn you respect and admiration, but being genuinely kind will make you a total love magnet. Put into the relationships what it is that you want reflected back to you. Letting go of these major expectations of perfection of yourself allows you to let go of them in relationship to other people. And when you accept other people for who they are and are loving and kind instead of exacting of, well, there's only one way to do things the right way. If you could start allowing space for other ideas, then people will respond to that, and you will increase what you really want in your life, which is the peace, which is the love. That's how you bring it in. So see yourself as amazing and recognize that everyone else is too. And your spiritual development, it looks like a seahorse, doesn't it? It's number 17. 1 plus 7 is 8. That is infinite abundance. But let's just see what the card says. It says renewal. Spirals represent healing energy. So back to the healing. This card is calling you for repair and healing within your relationships, especially family. Family has definitely been highlighted here because we have family and friends. We've got family that showed up here. There's this healing that needs to happen. Don't waste so much energy worrying about everybody's hidden motivations, and instead just start pouring love onto a situation. You are being asked to look for the good in all those who closely surround you. It is time to create new dynamics within your relationships, and this card will provide you with the healing power to do so. See the gift you have been given in your relationships with others. Look for God within everyone. Send your gratitude to all who are close to you. Not only will you experience a renewal within all of your relationships, but within your heart as well. And so the loving woman, this is the creating love around you energy. This is being open to receiving love and to giving love. It's that is kind of where they want you to focus this year, is on repairing relationship issues and allow the transformation to happen. So, and so often you can't change anyone but yourself. So you can't demand people treat you a certain way, but you can start treating them the way you would like to be treated. And so treating yourself with kindness and treating others with kindness is something you can do. So finding the joy, letting go of, oh gosh, it's so hard, right? Things feels like there should be a right way and a wrong way, right? But really, there's not. There's many, many paths and many ways of doing things. All right, so you have power and you have engagement. And this engagement doesn't look like you're getting married. Today, I make the conscious choice to engage with the world in an active way. I'll take a new route and talk to strangers. I will smell flowers and pet dogs and maybe even walk around barefoot for a while. If I'm not inside a 7-Eleven, yeah, don't walk barefoot inside a 7-Eleven. That's gross. Or at the very least, I'll have a day that is slightly more interesting than the average. And at the most, I'll have a startling epiphany or make a friend who will change my life forever. No pressure. And so this engagement is about this actively looking for the joy and the fun in the life and bringing it back in. And then your power card says, I am strong, I am grounded. I am powerful. I am like a cross between a dinosaur and a tank, but not a tank that is used for war. I'm like a peaceful, loving dino tank who feels so strong it doesn't need to do anything but be. See yourself as we do. You are amazing. So, pulling in your energy and being self-contained as far as don't let what other people think and don't let the voices in your head make you crazy. And just allow other people to be who they are and treat people with the dignity, respect, the kindness, the love. Put yourself out there a little, be a little vulnerable. And I bet you turn this situation that seems to be bothering you around by the end of the year. Lots of energy to help you do that. So good luck with all that. I will talk to you soon. You take care of yourselves and have a happy new year.